Leland was trying to set the mood.
Yes, he was.
Before we got on, and got into a fight with the LEDs.
They didn't get into a fight. They just didn't want to stay where they should be.
And you yelled at them, and they remained to be defiant. It seems like a conflict.
Anyway.
How are you two, my friends?
Cool. Just been hanging out.
Just another Tuesday the 14th. This year in our Lord, 2023.
Variation on the same theme.
Same day, different shit.
Yeah.
I mean, my day wasn't any different, so.
God, this show sucks without Steph.
I know, right?
It really does.
All right. Well,
we were having an argument about who the best Batman is, and we all agreed they all kind of shitty in their own way.
It's true.
It's not how I phrased it.
It's not how anyone phrased it, but
I mean, that's kind of the gist of it, I thought.
I phrased it in the opposite light. They all have their merits, but none of them are great. Live action wise. The live action Batman are all a B in the mental formula that I grade them. Yeah, they're all good but not great, and all for different reasons that kind of can't be compared to each other.
That's fair. Plus, a lot of them are in just wildly different movies.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I don't think we can compare them. We were talking about the Flash trailer a little bit, and like I've stated before, I don't think it's a surprise to anybody. I don't bow to Keaton as like the Batman. Like he was fine in his movies, but like he lacks what others
he's
do
said
better.
It before. I've never heard him say it.
Jordan, chat, please.
Don't ask me to remember anything. I didn't.
Chat. I have said this before. I have stated my opinion.
I'm not saying you haven't. I just feel you're falling on a very hard sword tonight about it, and I don't recall it being that big of a deal to you. That's all.
It's not, but I'm here to make content, so I have to be loud.
Okay.
That's the secret to making content. You have to be loud and forceful about your opinions.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, that's why whenever Steph's here, she always gets her point across.
True. She's the loudest and she doesn't back down. But yeah, no, that's where we were just before we OBS finally decided to get their shit together.
Yeah.
And we popped up.
No idea what's going on, but it's working right now, so just let it ride.
That's what you get for updating, my dude. I let you update first, and then I hear how it goes, and then I decide if I update.
What does it matter?
You're my tester, because if it's not going to work for you, it sure as hell is not going to work for me, and I'm not smart enough to know how to fix it.
I mean, a lot of times I just Google it, just like, hey, this isn't working. What do I do? Like,
it would take me all night to uninstall and reinstall any given program on my computer. For real.
Why so long?
Because I'm bad at it.
Is it not just double click and move it somewhere?
No. It's deleting a thing and uninstalling a thing are two different things.
Okay.
Leland, is this why you have to keep logging into Twitch every time you go?
No, I just delete it and then it uninstalls, and then I don't got to worry about it on my shit.
Unless Apple like does that for you on a PC, it's not really the same thing.
I assumed it was, because to me that's the easiest thing to do is uninstall and install. Like everything else around that to me would be difficult. I'm not being an asshole. Like I'm really.
No, I understand the logic. If you're gonna delete a program, like if you took the program icon, not the shortcut, the program itself, and you put it into the trash, I think 99% of everybody, their intent is to uninstall it. But at the very least on a PC, that's not really what it does.
Oh, all right. That's mostly because whatever you see on your desktop is just a shortcut.
Also, there's that.
Yeah.
But I don't keep much on my desktop. I have the bar at the bottom, and that's my desktop. I can't have things. Oh my God. When I see people who have like tabs upon tabs upon tabs and folders everywhere, I can't. I don't get it.
I don't know where the line is. I think maybe the middle of the screen, but there's a point where there's an
the middle's a good start.
Yeah, there's an acceptable amount of icons on your desktop, and then there are too many.
Yeah.
And even the first half, they better be aligned.
Yeah. I'll be honest. When Vegas, when you were like, you would get on your phone and you would scroll to look at something. The amount of apps that you had on your phone was mad.
Oh, that I have running in general.
Yes. Not only that, but like it was just the whole screen was just apps. Like I was like, can you not? I know you have an iPhone. I know how you consolidate into folders. It's so much easier and cleaner. And like the fact that you don't do that was just like it blew my mind.
I do that.
I don't do it that way, oh my God.
But the regular apps that I use constantly, I leave outside of a folder for easy access.
Yes, no, I get why you do it. It's just
a little mix.
I guess I don't use that many apps to have it fill up full screens, I guess is my point. That's all.
How many icons do you have on your home screen?
Let me guess. He has exactly 9.
I think 9 might be a little high.
Are you talking the little squares?
Yes.
Nine.
Oh, nice.
Wait, 2, 4.
I am a god. Worship
my bad.
me.
10. Sorry,
God damn
it's
it.
10.
God
It's
damn
10.
It. Oh, so close.
No, but hold on. My first screen is 9. So 9 and 10, and that's it.
Oh wait, so you have 9 on the front, and then we'll swipe over to your second home screen page. You have 10.
Yes.
So you have 19 total icons between the two.
Yes.
Okay.
And I do that because I have a picture of disco on there that that's where the icon stops, so I can see disco all the time.
Okay. Let's see. 4, 12, 16, 17 on the front page, and then 10 on the second page. But I do have a lot of folders on that front page. I am not a hot mess of organization when it comes to my phone. Like the people who have thousands of unread emails. Mom, who's not watching, that I die every time I see that. I kind of want to firebomb her entire computer as if it's some kind of virus that I need to contain and I can't let it spread. So if I just burn this computer, then it'll be gone.
If I can't find why, what's the little number comes up, like notification?
Yeah.
If I can't find it, that's my purpose for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, I have
a couple apps that hide them, and I'm like, why are you hiding this? I will kill you. Like
I have a hard time with that. If I see a notification, I have to knock it back down. I
just don't like
anxiety whack-a-mole.
Sometimes I like to let it build up, so I can just spend 10 minutes just swipe. It's kind of therapeutic for me.
As soon as I see one, it starts itching at me. Like I might be too busy. I don't have the time.
If I don't have the time,
Yeah. But as soon as I know it's there, and sometimes the apps are not functioning correctly and they don't go away. Looking at you, Facebook business suite, whatever, you're a piece of shit. It if it gets a notification, it is so difficult to get it to go away. Like you can search every piece of it. Yeah. Beck, are you confessing to be the person with thousands of emails, unread emails, where it says just a horrific Cthulhian? Oh my God, Beck.
But here's the thing about the unread emails: are most of them just not important? Just delete them.
Yes, they
like. I delete.
You're all right. You're with me.
Oh right? God, yeah. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I thought you were making like an excuse for them to be there. Like, oh, if they're not important, then why does it matter?
Oh no, I delete everything. I have most of my emails now are spam, and I find it very irritating that some of the spam emails about once every 6 months work their way back into the inbox, and I'm like, I didn't touch you. How'd you get back?
And hey, we missed you.
Back in there again.
How'd you get here?
Oh. Like I went when I was jobless about
in a while,
10 maybe 12 years ago. Yep, it's a good brag. I did research. Focus groups.
Oh yeah.
No, focus group research. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of the word. I was just like research. Like, so I did focus groups, and they had to send you emails. So like, hey, we got a focus group on toothpaste. It pays $100 an hour, whatever. That company is still in my spam. And I was just an example. Calm the fuck down.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to understand.
No, the one that I've told you a story before is what it was for a new Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was for urban is the word they used. Urban Miller Lite.
No.
Oh yeah, George, it got bad real quick.
I could have swore this has been on the podcast.
Please,
it has. Yeah.
Please do an impression of any of the actors.
Well, okay. Well, no, there was no actors, but it was just so they had like 6 of us come in, just 6 normal, regular people. I think there was like
so
white guys, like 1 black guy, and maybe like 2 Mexicans. Like they got whatever was available. It wasn't like they went out and they were like, all right, we got to get a color wheel check. It was just like, oh, you came in. Yeah, you came in, you get to do the thing.
Yeah.
And they showed us it was wild. Like it was in the office, there was the 2-way mirror, like we knew people were behind there watching. They showed us this commercial
was on the other side.
Which by the way, I've never heard of this product or saw the commercial, so I don't think it happened. And if it did, I'm unaware of it. But like they showed us this commercial logo. It was this weird commercial that had like it was like, do you like to go down and have urban nights? And it showed like the LA Strip scene, and like people are dancing, and it was all African American people, and they were just like, come down and have your urban Miller Lite. And we were all like, and the one black guy in the room was like, the fuck? And we were all like, yeah.
He knew.
So they get done, and then this like guy comes in and he's just like, so what did we think of that commercial? And we were all like, it's not great.
Can't put our finger on it, but just don't seem
something
right.
about it. It's not right.
Something is a little bit off.
And the one guy in the room that I knew, because I would see him repeatedly these things, who he didn't really talk to him, but like he was friendly, but they're like, when you hear the word urban, what do you think of? And like everyone stayed silent, and he just goes, a black. And it was the way he said it. It had so many A's to it. We were just like,
he said that
it was very funny. Yeah, it was not great.
So
looked like bad beer. And we got $200 and we left. So
nice. So for these focus groups, do you have to sign like any NDAs or something like that?
I mean, maybe.
Right now?
it was like 15 years ago, and this product
Okay.
never came out. So who cares?
Are you telling me Malt Miller High Life never came out?
It was not for Malt Miller High Life. I remember it was Urban something, like Urban Miller or something.
Urban.
Like that.
What's a bunch of white
they,
fucking like executives think an Urban flavor would be?
Yeah. I'm sure it was just Miller Lite, like a terrible
in a different can. Don't you talk bad about Miller Lite. That's my cheap go-to beer.
Ah, Miller Lite?
Is it MGD, right?
No, that's Miller Genuine Draft. That's different.
I like that one. That's my cheap beer. Is I like MGD. Or
the
Rolling
champagne
Rock.
Of beers, this guy over here.
Rolling Rock was a good time in college.
Nah.
Yeah, Rolling Rock.
Yeah, Bud is not good.
No,
like your Natty Ices, your PBRs before it became hipster. Like none of those were that good. Miller Lite was the only one. I'd be like, oh, Miller's $2 a bottle. I'm down. We're gonna be okay here.
Gross. Yeah, we did. I did a couple other. I think we did one for, but you're not family anymore.
I mean, if I don't have a Corona in my hand, yeah, you're not considered family.
I haven't been able to have a Corona in 10 years. It gives me so much heartburn now. Like once I turned 35, I was like, "Fuck this!"
Like 6 of them in the fridge right now.
Delicious Corona.
No, we also did a research for Bing, like the search engine, or something like it. And I think I remember I think I said I'm like I'm not gonna go to Bing. It's just not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Google and Yahoo won. Stop trying. Like just give me my money.
Wait, so did you sign an NDA for this?
I don't remember signing shit, to be honest with you.
Oh my god, that we need to get Steph into this program. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Sometimes they would send me emails. They would be like, are you like a male between 19 and 25 who uses hair gel? You know, like that kind of situation. Like very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did one for a dating app once. Like they were like, do you think this dating app would be useful? And I was like, no. This has already been done by this other company. Like you lost. Stop trying.
You know, I do miss the days when I was watching like movies in advance. What like movie previews or whatever.
Oh, the screenings where you get to fill out the thing.
Oh, the screeners.
I like filling out the things.
Screeners are fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what do you think this movie? Or I love when they're just like, when did this? If you did not like this movie, where do you think you stopped liking it? I'm just like the credits.
The part where the dude died.
I've only ever gotten to do one of those test screeners.
I've done a couple.
I did it for American Pie 2. Now you know exactly where the world was at the time. But it did blow my mind because that movie's got an entire subplot with Chris Penn that is absolutely erased from the movie, and I saw it.
I did. What? The one I vividly remember was Stepmom, or Stepmother, the remake of the horror movie.
Okay.
And Rebecca De Mornay was in it. That was all I remember. Yeah, it was fine.
You'd have to ask Steph which movies I've seen, so. Because I don't remember.
I remember when you guys went and saw Frozen 2, and you were like, we went and saw a movie that's very cold.
Oh, yeah. Yo, we're real tight-lipped about it.
Because we had to sign an NDA. We had to sign one. But yeah, to this day, I've not seen the finished version of Frozen 2.
I don't know if there's any difference to it.
Yeah.
I mean, in my memory, it looked great.
It looked good.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you can get ready for that part 3 in 2029.
And then we're going to get Toy Story 5. Maybe now I'll watch a Toy Story movie.
There's no reason to get a part 5 on that.
But isn't that what everyone said about part 4?
Yeah, and I still agree. part 4 is wild because like they split those. Woody leaves. They're not going to come across him in the wilderness again. Like
I watched 4.
Like if Tom Hanks don't, I don't get it. I'm like, there's no 5. I don't know how you make a 5 out of that. Yeah. Now Zootopia 2, yeah, that's the only one out of that announcement. I'm like, well, yeah, that's a logical step. They're on another case.
It's been a long time coming, I think, for Zootopia.
Yeah.
Isn't there like another one in there that seemed like reasonable? There was Frozen. There was Toy Story. Zootopia. I want to say there was at least 4 that were announced.
Oh, really? Oh.
Then maybe another one was like, okay, I guess.
I don't remember.
They usually never seem that necessary to begin with. It's not like.
Well, I mean, I love the article was very upfront. They were like, look, they lost a lot of money during the pandemic and they need to recoup it. So sequels. All 3 of these movies made $1 billion something at the box office. I was like, all right, but yet you're going to fire 7,000 people and these movies aren't coming out for another 3 to 4 years. So like, you're going to recoup the billions in 3 to 4 years? Is that okay?
They're going to use AI programs for everything.
God.
Beck, I think you're right. Absolutely, Zootopia should have like a animated weekly show.
100%. Yeah,
that's it. It perfectly fits
like Law
that
and Order. Each week, different guest star animal. Dun dun.
Or bonkers, whatever.
Fuck bonkers.
Fuck you.
Bonkers wasn't good. You can see, you can be here all night like Bonkers was great. No, it wasn't. You know it wasn't, and I know it wasn't. So Jordan, Bonkers.
Oh, he remembers.
I know. I remember Bonkers.
Okay.
Bonkers is more his like target
Disney Afternoon than ours.
Yeah, that generation.
Our Disney Afternoon was Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, and Tailspin.
Yes.
Right? Like those were our 4.
Yes.
And then they added Darkwing and Bonkers. I want to say
Gargoyles. Gargoyles kind of.
Goof Troop was Saturday morning.
Goof Troop. Yeah.
What the fuck is Quack Pack?
Quack Pack is when
was that the hockey Louis one?
Are older. No, that's Mighty Ducks.
Oh. Right, yeah.
They were hardcore.
Yeah, they were hardcore. They went on missions.
Yeah. They had a jet.
And played hockey?
And they played hockey.
No.
They played hockey by day, but whenever there's a mission, the goalie like puts on his gold mask instead of his white one. Like it's time to fight, or the fuck he says.
Did they
Steph coming in with Roly Poly Oly and PJ Otter?
Wow.
Fuck off with Roly Poly Oly.
Did the Mighty Ducks play hockey in that cartoon?
I feel like they're always practicing. They're always practicing, but never actually playing.
Maybe. That show was not about fucking hockey at all.
they just had hockey themed weaponry.
Remember when the Looney Tunes became superheroes for like a year?
Yeah.
Was it?
You couldn't pay me to remember that right now.
I don't want to say Toon Squad. That's
what I wanted to say, but I don't think that's right.
It's like mid-aughts. I think it was a mid-aught deal where they tried to like revitalize, but made it edgy for what they thought.
I'm just going to search for edgy Looney Tunes. Lunatics Unleashed.
Yes.
That was it. Lunatics. Yeah. Yeah. That was bad. I remember watching like really one episode. I was like, oh, I don't know who this is for.
The only lunatics we should care about are out of St. Louis. Thank you, Jordan.
I got it.
Did you?
It's a rap group.
Who leads the St. Lunatics?
The people.
Ah, good.
It's for the people.
Anyway, I got tomato
for the
ketchup
people
chips.
for that community. What? I'm sorry. You're eating tomato. What now?
Tomato ketchup chips.
Okay.
Steph is having a revelation.
Yeah, I don't know how to
work
through Steph's comment. Yeah. Steph just says because baby butter was so freaking cute. I don't like that.
because she's talking about PB&J Otter, this children's show on the Disney Channel, where she's realizing now
Otter Awakening.
Yeah, she's realizing now. Oh, that's what sent me down the path of the otter.
As she's typing and conceivably driving home.
Yeah, Baby Butter. So there's Peanut, and then the sister Jelly and Baby Butter.
Peanut, butter, and jelly. I hate everything you're saying.
PB&J Otter.
Anthony, how's that going? How's your taste buds on that tomato ketchup chip by Lay's?
No, it's by Walker's,
which is a Frito-Lay company,
which is a more active Lay's.
Because they're walking instead of laying. Just
kidding. Oh, I thought it was a sex thing.
Come on. I thought that was worth a chuckle.
I mean, I didn't get it, but Steph's here, so I'm covering a lot of angles this evening.
In the role of Steph, it will be played by Leland tonight. No, okay, so here was my Saturday. I finally have a weekend at home where I can kind of do whatever I want. January had been so busy and fun, like absolutely, Rumble, Vegas, tons of fun. But I haven't been just home for a while. So Saturday, I'm like, all right, I'm going to finally do some of this finishing unpacking. I'm going to start, like doing a little more configuration for like decoration, put maybe some of the art up and stuff like that. And I sleep in. I have a nice casual Saturday until my mom calls me. And she says, she didn't even call me. She's like, had a car accident. Please call me. She texted me.
Couldn't have been that bad if she texted.
Yeah, which like
that's a phone call. I'm mad for you. Like that's a phone call. Like that's not what.
She sends a photo. I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. Like you can't drive it, but it's not like that bad.
Oh, so it's more than a fender bender.
It is. It's more than a fender bender, and like the angle knocked the bumper off, stuff like that. So I'm like,
I assume she's okay because we're telling this story and you're laughing. Okay,
we can laugh about it because everyone's okay. So I know my Saturday is no longer my own again, and I go and I help her, because I've got all the automotive experience. It's Saturday, so it's pointless to try and take it to a shop or anything. So it's just get it into the garage, chill it. And we got to get a rental car, which apparently all the rental cars are now just downtown outside the airport. That's a whole boring conversation, but fuck all of them.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit thing.
Holy shit, what a fucking mess. In thanks for like coming out and helping her out and stuff, my mom took me to Shakespeare's, which is an English pub and grill outside downtown, and she's like, oh, there's a gift shop I want to check out on the way out. So after I have a lamb, after I have a lamb burger, which was pretty good, we go into the gift shop and I see a bunch of like tons of snacks and teas and whatnot, but I see like the junk food section.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, here's a bit for the podcast. So over the next maybe 2 weeks, I'm just going to randomly be snacking on English foods. And at some point, I don't think I'm going to open it tonight because I forgot about it. And I opened up a different drink, but I have what has to be one of the weirdest drinks I've ever seen. It is dandelion and burdock flavored.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Harry Potter bullshit.
And the woman who was at the register when I checked out, she goes, "Oh, how are those?" I'm like, I have no idea. I'm doing this for a bit. And she just nodded in acceptance that I said words to her.
She's like, "Oh, like on a podcast?"
Why, yes, a podcast.
So the first thing I opened is tomato ketchup chips, because that's a thing that they mentioned on Letterkenny. And I've always wanted to know. They didn't have all dressed chips, which honestly was a disappointment. I don't know if that's a thing in England or if it's just like a Canadian thing. I really wanted some though. But ketchup chips, as advertised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a little.
It's gonna be very
tangier?
vinegary. Yeah.
It's a little more. Maybe vinegar is the direction they need to go. It's a little more vinegar tasting than I would have anticipated. I was kind of hoping for something that wasn't exactly ketchup, but here I am. Among the ketchup chips, I've got prawn cocktail.
Ooh, that's gonna be weird.
Cheese and onion.
That's gonna be delicious.
Ooh.
Ugh. I think I'd rather take the prawn ones.
Yeah.
I've got a Star Bar, which I forget why I picked that up. Jelly Tots, which I again forget why I picked that up.
Are those just jujubes?
Sort of, I think maybe. Jaffe Cakes.
Oh, you have Jaffe Cakes.
Jaffe Cakes are great.
They look good, and that was a word I've heard before.
Yeah. Can you hold them up again, Anthony, for the
Jaffe Cakes?
The picture? Yeah. Yeah, I've had those. Those are good. Yeah.
Oh, Beck. Why do you not like Jaffe Cakes, Beck?
Because Beck hates things. We've established this.
Beck's got too many fucking emails.
Yes.
Ruining their taste.
The lower your email count, the better you taste.
Yeah, that's fucking. We all knew that. What's a flake bar, Jackie?
Is it just like a flaky bar? The Jammy Dodgers.
I like. Ooh, I love Jammy Dodgers. Are good.
Now we're just saying fucking nonsense. I like me some Plittle Splaps. Is Anthony frozen?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering why it's like he got like really silent. I don't have a 2-person thing set up, so
yeah, just leave it there until he comes back.
Maybe he's frozen too. God damn it, Beck.
There's a English candy that I really like that I can't remember the name of right now, but my boss buys it for me because he knows I like it and because he's English, so he goes to all the English pubs all the time.
Yeah.
It's honeycombed chocolate, honeycomb dipped in chocolate and just a bar.
I think I've had.
Oh, it's so good.
I think I've had that before, and yes, it's just honeycomb in general is delicious.
Oh, I love honeycomb. I'll just eat. Yeah, as I get older, I've realized I love honey a lot. like to an uncomfortable amount. Really, like I'm like, and apparently it never goes bad. So
Ooh, I'm trying to remember where I was where I got to eat honeycomb. This is why I need Steph, because she just remembers these things. I don't.
I love how Corm hasn't said much, but she comes wildly at the end there. Honey is fucking good. and he's gone.
There we go. Now the cameras are all messed up.
Oh yeah, crunchy bars. Those are good. Yeah, those have got honeycomb in them. I think that I like those a lot. Yeah, a couple Christmases ago, Violet Crumble. That's another good one. Yeah. A couple Christmases ago, my boss just gave me like a giant bag of them. He was just like, "Here, Merry Christmas." I was like, "Ooh." That's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. So clearly, Anthony dropped out. Don't know if he will be back.
It's also really weird that he hasn't at least he texted something in the chat to be like, "Hey." So
yeah, like maybe just power went out or something, or no, he would have said something. Possible. I feel like, or unless he's just sitting there staring at his computer, like, why is everyone frozen? And he hasn't quite gotten the notification yet.
He's wondering why everyone is frozen too.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay. You say it. It's funny. I say it as like, nah.
It's the same joke. What?
But it's called a callback.
It needs more time before a callback.
This is why you and me don't host these together.
Steph is good. She spent
He's resetting the modem, he says.
Yeah, Steph is good. She spent all day just hanging out with her dad, having a good old time.
She got to see the dog, right?
Yeah. And Tifa's little black nose. Oh, she's so cute. So all right, well, we're getting some. There's Anthony.
Oh, thank God.
We
don't know what to do if Steph or you were here.
We have zero chemistry together.
What community people are we that didn't have chemistry? Like they tried to put them in a they teamed them up and they were like, we don't do this, do we?
I forget. I know you're talking about a specific.
I just don't remember, but yes.
Yeah.
Now we made a couple Frozen jokes.
I was hearing it for a little while. Until I assumed my screen went completely black. I could hear you guys for a little bit. Fucks.
No, you were frozen like this.
It was for a while.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, the more I eat these chips, the more I kind of enjoy them.
Yeah.
Well, that's because your taste buds have been destroyed. That's what happens with chips.
There's a reason why these white women be using vinegar to clean everything.
Stupidity.
What?
They shove it up things. They drink it. Like they do all sorts of nasty shit.
I see so many like solutions to like cleaning problems. Like, oh, little white vinegar, and we're like,
yeah,
it's pretty common.
My grandmother was convinced that vinegar was the cure all. She would do a shot of vinegar every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross. And then she would put it in her tea. She would put it in our laundry. We had to stop her because we were all starting to all smell like vinegar. We were like, you have to stop putting it in the laundry. Like, it's just, no. Yeah.
Jackie ain't wrong. I'm 3 possums in a trench coat. Like it does have cleaning capability to it.
Yeah,
sure.
Like
I don't think it's as good as anything else that we make.
But if you want to make your towels fluffy again, you throw them in the wash with vinegar and baking soda. They'll become fluffy again.
I assume that's got to be in a small amount.
Small amount in which direction?
Towels?
Like the vinegar and vinegar and baking soda, because that.
Yeah, you can't put too much, or else you're gonna overfill your washing machine. Yeah.
And doesn't that make like a bomb or something?
No. It just foams a lot.
It makes a volcano.
That's it, foam.
Yeah.
I never made a volcano in school.
Neither did I.
No, neither did I. I never got.
I don't think it's a thing.
I think it's a TV
thing.
I know other kids did it at like a science fair, like a 3rd, 4th grade science fair. But I never did because that's a difficult thing to do at the last minute.
Which part? The making the volcano, the science fair, or getting into 3rd, 4th grade?
All of them. They're all difficult to do at the last minute. I once did my
so many questions.
I once did my
Is
science...
there someone playing flute music right now?
Oh, that would be the transitional sound of fast travel on Red Dead coming out of the living room.
That's so loud.
I don't hear it.
I thought for sure you had heard the bear being attacked earlier. It sounded like fucking Revenant was happening out there.
Ooh,
See,
man.
Beck heard it.
Chat's hearing it. God, what's wrong with me then?
I mean, You destroyed that entire bag.
Apparently, you didn't go to third grade until last minute, which is still like such a weird, odd phrase.
I once had a science fair project about paper airplanes. That's how last minute I was about that stupid thing.
So like how to make them?
I think I did like the 3 different paper airplanes I knew how to fold, and I would be like, I'm gonna find out which one flies the farthest and not do any of the actual work. This one went the farthest. The end.
I think the only science project I ever did is I took a chicken bone and I put it in vinegar for like a month or something, and then the vinegar made the chicken bone that you could like bend it and break it.
Oh, maybe like more pliant.
Yeah.
What was your hypothesis there?
What was that?
What was your hypothesis there?
Can vinegar do this thing that the pre-internet said it could? It was like 4th grade. They don't give a shit if I have a hypothesis. They just want to see me do something stupid.
Apparently, that's why I never did well on my science projects. It was all show and no substance. Because I never did this is how I conducted the experiment. This was my hypothesis. These are my results. I was just like, look, airplane go far. Written in crayon in 5th grade.
Then you have that one kid just like, what do you see on the other side? Is there life?
Wait, it's a reference.
Is that a reference?
Isn't that a reference to... Oh, shit. To some cartoon. I want to say it's like a background joke in something, but maybe I just think it should be.
I think that'd be a really good background joke. 4th grade science fair.
13-year-old Jackie gave her beta fish caffeine.
And then it could
fight God.
Fish God or God?
God.
Yes.
God. A beta fish can already take on fish God. That's why you have to leave them alone. They cannot congregate. If you give a beta fish caffeine, it can fight all gods.
It becomes an alpha fish.
I've seen them in the stores trying to fight each other through the jars, just beating the shit out of their heads. Just like, stop! God, you're stupid.
I've never seen a beta fight.
Like
everywhere I've seen, they knew to keep them like apart or to only have one. So I've only just seen beta fish and told that they are aggressive and fight other fish.
This is the first I'm ever hearing of this.
What?
Yes.
Really?
I don't have fish. I'm not a fish guy. I just eat fish. That's it, you know? Like,
I'm not a fish guy.
They fight their own reflections, Beck says.
Yeah.
Of the myriad of pets my family has tried to have, we did have fish for a summer. That's as long as they lasted.
Was it a goldfish?
No, I had like a 20-gallon tank, or more than 10. I had a good size, desk size tank where I had 2 sharks. Their breed was technically shark. They were only maybe a couple inches big. And I think I named them, but they're fish. You really can't tell the difference if it's the same. So it doesn't really matter. I remember one of them got sick and died. And then the second one, I can't remember specifically if it died of some kind of natural causes or negligence, we'll call it the same thing, or when the whole thing fell off my dresser and crashed on the floor.
And was skewered by the glass.
Oh God, I forget. I think one of my little siblings, the drawers were open and they pulled on it. They wanted to see, because I've got you're a standard 5-foot dresser and the tank on top, and so that's a lot of top weight.
Yeah.
And I want to say that's what happened. Is it started going over? They bailed as everything came crashing down, and somewhere between 10 and 20 gallons of water soaked my carpet.
Oof.
I just can't remember if I had the empty tank at that time or if there was still a fish left inside.
Just one you forgot about?
Yeah, needless to say, there were no more sharks after that. I mean, have you guys like had any like experimentation with other pets?
We had fish for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad we had a fish tank in the living room. We had a fish tank in my bedroom. We had fish growing up, all sorts of stuff. Most of them always just kind of like committed suicide. It felt like they would just kind of just
jump out of the bowl.
They would jump out of the thing. Yeah.
All right. I would classify that as suicide.
I was like, why are you? I mean, I don't understand. Yeah.
Is it so awful, fish?
Being a fish, probably.
Swim in a circle and just forget everything 5 seconds later.
It's funny because that's why me and Niall never had goldfish. We would get them, then for whatever reason they just hop out of the thing and just die. Like, I don't know why you guys keep killing yourselves. I never understood, so we just never had fish after that. It was just like 1 week. We're like, dude, this sucks. Let's just not have fish
all
anymore.
Fish are killing themselves. That is weird.
We also had we had a snake for a while.
Ugh. Nope. Did you lose
We had a tarantula for a while as well.
Did you lose that one?
No, we didn't lose that one.
Which one did you lose first? Did the one take care of the other?
I think the snake got out at one point. We found her later in the yard.
We had a tarantula, lost it, so we got a snake to take care of the tarantula.
This wasn't that kind of situation.
And now they're locked in Mortal Kombat.
Now they partitioned the house. There's a border that they don't cross, and it keeps the peace.
My cousins had a I want to say it was they had 2 snakes at one point. They had a rosy boa.
Twice as worse.
That's a little one.
I don't give a fuck.
I know. I'm just telling you. I'm just giving you this because the next story is worse. So buckle the fuck up. So they had a rosy boa which they lost in the house at one point. This is rosy boa is not a poisonous snake or anything. I think they found it like a year later, living in the walls. Like,
no,
yeah, it had just been living on whatever it was. Yeah, it's okay.
And it grew 18,000 times its size.
And then after that snake died, they got a small python, which they named Ka, which they found out was a female, so it was Mrs. Ka. And that thing grew to be about 8 feet long. And during the summer, they would let it swim in the swimming pool. And there is nothing more frightening than watching a fucking python just swim right through the pool.
Children paying to take rides on it. Fuck that. God. Which one of you goddamn monsters put that video of the snakes falling out of the ceiling?
That was not me.
It's probably
Steph. Not one of you two?
No.
I of the many chats that I am participating in every day, like I don't know who sent it to me, but somebody sent it to me and I'm very mad about it.
I have a random question I can bring to the table.
Sure.
All right, cool. Glad we're all in acknowledgement. Okay. If you could only pick 2 free things for life, okay, and the options are free massages, free house cleaning, free gas, free makeup, free alcohol, free pizza from anywhere.
Gas and alcohol. Sell that shit on the side. Makes so much money.
I would go house cleaning and I forgot the other one. What was like right after house cleaning?
Is free massages, house cleaning, gas, makeup, alcohol, pizza.
Yeah, I get free house cleaning and gas.
Gas and alcohol, baby. I'll have the best house parties.
I did massage and gas.
I mean, the community here is all for gas. Cause
it's expensive.
Yeah, that's what I would sell it at a discount. I make so much money. I'll undercut everybody. I get it for free, baby.
I thought you were selling the alcohol like to kids. Like
that's an even better idea.
They'll pay so much money because they can't get it otherwise.
Yeah.
Fucking rob those kids.
Jordan becomes his own town's ma. He's what they call him Pa. He just keeps having parties downstairs in his basement.
I still haven't watched that yet.
Come on to Pa's. He got liquor and gas.
Yes. You gonna go to Pa's tonight?
I like to think that like it's not a never ending supply. It is more like a rationing. Like you get like 1 tank of gas a week.
Nah, son, it's free. As much as
it says
unlimited.
Free. It did not specify any details.
It's free and unlimited. As much as I want.
Because like the things that Jordan said, like for alcohol and gas, or was it alcohol and gas?
Yeah, gas and alcohol. Yeah.
Sorry,
gas and alcohol.
These ketchup chips are getting to me. Like those aren't things that I want to be my free ones. Like I accept the gas, but I didn't think about like, oh, I immediately turn this into a fucking enterprise and get rich off of it. I mean, if we're getting pizza from anywhere for free, I think for sure you cut it up, sell it by the slice,
or you could just buy the pizza after you sell a shit ton of gas. Like, I'll introduce me to a prince in the Middle East.
Every tank of gas gets a free slice of pizza.
Every tank of gas, you get a shot from me. It pours out my finger like the aliens in Scary Movie 4.
Oh, now it's a weird magical power we have, and not just like a card you take to any gas station that just you never have to pay for.
That would also be kind of cool.
I would like absolutely my first choice would be the house cleaning. It's just someone to come by, keep this shit clean all the time. I never have to think about it. I never have to look at it and hate myself for not doing it. Fucking the mental stability I could have in a clean house.
But then
I don't know what it's like because I've never had a clean house. But
then the house cleaner will see all your dirty bits
the first time, and I have to make peace with that. But after that, they're just keeping the shit clean. It's just regular, easy maintenance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But would you have to go every day? Like what? Like,
are you just pouring unstoppable gas out of your fucking fingertips? Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's no fucking limits, then they're gonna be here every day. They don't leave. I assume. They're compensated somehow, I assume.
Look, I don't care where the gas comes from. I just know I have unlimited amount of it and it's free.
I'm with you, Jackie. I like cleaning.
I do not.
I'll pay for the best house cleaners with my gas money.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, like I don't like that. Like your stupid angle on this gets you all the other things because you have unlimited resources for sale. So you are just rich, which means you get everything else unlimited.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm smart.
Like that. I'm mad.
You're mad.
Thought about it.
You also have
don't hate me because you hate me.
You can also do it too.
I hate you. No, because I made my decision, and then like Jordan's like, nah, I'm gonna game the system. And I can't go back. I look like an asshole.
I'm just saying.
We'll be the two competing gas stations.
Like even when I said gas, I wasn't thinking about selling it. Just like, that'd be nice to never have to worry about paying for gas for myself.
What would your gas stations be called?
Yeah, Jordan.
Jordan's Unlimited Gas. Like what?
Well, now they're gonna ask why they got to pay so much if it's unlimited. It ain't costing you anything.
Well, no, that's why I saw that I undercut everyone else. And I just keep on doing it.
Just call it cargo.
Is that what you're naming yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna call mine cargo.
No one's gonna stop there because they don't know what it is.
It made cargo. What else is to say?
It's like you're going down the freeway, like, do you want to go to cargo or Jordan's unlimited gas?
I didn't know we're competing with each other now. God damn.
Okay. I didn't understand that your joke was gas make cargo. I just thought you were saying.
What else make cargo?
No, like cargo. Like you had boxes of cargo.
Oh, cargo. Just like I'm a fucking.
No one past the age of 5 says cargo. Okay.
Shut up. I've got are wooden boxes full of hay.
Jesus Christ.
It made me Scott think of that, yelling at me.
It made me think of that really stupid meme where it's a car salesman's like the person asks cargo space. The guy said, no, cargo road. It's so stupid.
So dumb. And in my head, like, it's this weird world where, like, humanity has evolved to the point of cars and, like, capitalism, but still speak like cavemen. Like, we never evolved our language, but we evolved equally in all other directions. I've seen that end of laughs very hard.
It's just efficient talking, you know?
It is. That's how we'll all be doing it in the future.
Oh God.
Listen, we're getting there with some of this goofy ass slang that the kids are using these days. Just trying to cut it down as much as possible. Eventually we'll just do away with adverbs altogether. Is that the one I mean? I don't know. I've never understood what an adverb in my fucking life.
It's something that enhances a verb. That's
like what? What enhances a verb?
He went very fast. Very is the adverb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't remember that. Don't feel like you taught me something. It's not going to stick.
Don't feel like you taught me something. Wow.
Listen, why do you think you'll succeed where 13 years of school failed?
Maybe because you went 13?
Look at him do the math. Yeah, Leland. 1st through 12th grade plus kindergarten. Yep.
I don't like it when Steph's not here.
Why? We're not even being mean to you anymore. Do you have a number?
I do.
Okay. That silence was a good point to jump in.
If you could watch any movie for the first time again, what movie?
Ooh.
Any movie for the first time? That's a tough one.
That is
Jimmy
tough.
Does Dallas.
You know, I'll watch Into the Spider-Verse again.
It's a good one.
Oh, you're going modern. Okay.
More recent.
Yeah.
Like I am like pretty exclusively thinking of like the movies of my childhood.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars is an easy go-to. Back to the Future 2 specifically. We all know it's my favorite, and it would delight me to like see like the future like that again. Man, like a really impactful drama. I don't think I would want to do again. Like the ones that had like The Sixth Sense, like great twist, didn't see it coming. don't necessarily like feel like, oh, I wish I could feel that again. Like I did it.
Yeah.
I'm good. The wonder isn't there. Darren says the hook, or Darren says hook. I think that's a really solid one. I really have a love for that movie.
Yeah, that would
Jackie
be
says
cool.
maybe The Craft, which I find interesting. Scott says The Warriors, which I also find interesting.
It's a good movie.
They're both good movies. They're both definitely good movies. But what is it about those movies specifically, I think, that make them different on on your first watch as opposed to following watches? Like I can't think of anything specific. Like in Star Wars, seeing a lightsaber battle for the first time, watching the Death Star like explode. Like these feel like fairly kind of unique. Although like at this point for that movie, played over and over and over a million times in different versions, homages, stuff like that. But like the first time when I was a kid, and it felt like I'd never seen something like that before. I can't think of like what is the equivalent in The Warriors or in The Craft that kind of correlate to being like a moment that you were specifically reliving for the first time.
Whatever they saw, they liked. So
yeah. Jack is saying watching The Craft with more knowledge about the occult aspect. Okay, I can see that. Like seeing a movie for the first time as an adult with a different like level of experience, you would definitely see that movie differently.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
And you wouldn't have like your childhood and then that affection for the movie kind of meddling into any kind of further watches after that.
Like for me personally, the reason why I would bring up Into the Spider-Verse, because for the first time I got to see a movie led by a black character that I could really relate to in terms of in most aspects.
Yeah.
and he's goddamn Spider-Man. So that was great. I would love to re-experience that again.
I get that. I can see that being a thing. Scott mentions an enjoyable movie isn't defined by one moment. It's the whole enchilada, which you are right. You're absolutely right.
That's why I chose A Cure for Wellness.
I want to see the ending of Pearl again for the first time.
I actually would like to watch A Cure for Wellness again for the very first time, so I could be just as confused by the 3 turns in that movie.
I've never seen it. I know that title. I don't know what that movie is.
It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
Is it the one with Anthony Hopkins or the one with Dane DeHaan from a couple years ago?
Dane DeHaan.
Yep, Scott's yelling Dane DeHaan. I didn't see it because I thought it looked good. I like the director, but I never saw it. I do not like Dane DeHaan, and neither does Hollywood because he doesn't work very often anymore. So
he got a weird face
and voice,
and not talented. He bad, y'all. Just gonna say it.
I think he's about like as talented as like other mediocre actors.
Yeah. I'd say Jurassic Park.
Okay. I see that. I definitely see that.
I'd watch Snatch again for the first time.
Snatch?
Yeah.
Jaws.
I do enjoy Snatch. That's a good movie to watch.
It's fun.
Coming at it from like a perspective Jackie mentioned about re-seeing a movie with new context. Fight Club. I think it'd be interesting to watch Fight Club now because a lot of that criticism of toxic masculinity was not a thing I understood at the time. And so like Like I get that Brad Pitt is the antagonist and that everything they're doing is not good, but not getting the criticism of society in that, and only kind of understanding that through other people's lenses later. Do I kind of understand that aspect of the movie?
That would be cool. Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods is like jumping up to one of my number ones. Leland, we saw that together, and I remember just flipping the fuck out at that final like 20 minutes of that movie.
That was a fun watch. That movie was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Like for certain, maybe top 5 horror movies.
7. That's a memorable movie going experience for me.
Yeah.
I remember driving home from it, and my palms were so sweaty that I couldn't grip the steering wheel very well, and it was really raining. It was like one of the first few times I like borrowed my mom's car to go out on a Friday night by myself. Like I was like 17. It was just, oh my god, this movie was so scary, and I was like, yeah.
I think it was
Jurassic Park was the one that pops in because that was the first movie I remember like on the edge of my seat. I did not know what was happening. Mm-hmm. Also, they had real dinosaurs, so that was wild.
To see real dinosaurs for the first time again. Yeah, that's absolutely.
Ooh, The Shining would be fun too.
To revisit, I mean, it's the same question, just a deviation from it. Like to see a movie again for the first time, I'll add in the audience with it because the audience makes or breaks sometimes. Seeing Endgame that first time, that
Infinity
last
War
hour
and
is
Endgame.
Just that last hour of all the cheering and the screaming and 10 years of accumulation of stuff to come down to Cap picked up the fucking hammer. So that's that kind of shit.
Unique experience. I don't know if I'll ever have again.
No, and I've been saying that to you for a couple of years now. That's my problem with the current Marvel stuff is I'm chasing that dragon of that feeling.
We're never going to get it again.
I haven't had it.
No.
I haven't had it yet. Yeah. Like they've done good shit and I've enjoyed a lot of it, but I'll never hear On Your Left again and get the chills and excitement that I did that first time. And it's the feeling that I'm quite upset that they have not been able to do again.
Well, you have to give them time too.
I don't think they can.
Sure. But phase 4 was, So phase 5.
It's the year of the gas leak.
Because remember, it took 3 phases for us to get to Endgame. It's going to take another 3. Like,
Scott brings like movies you cry at the endings, no matter like how many times you may have seen it, you still kind of cry. Anthony, crying is when a salty liquid comes from your eyes when you feel sadness or pure joy.
Hold on, this is a lot to take in. From your eyes and feelings. What?
Feelings, yes.
I don't like it when you make shit up.
Coco, Anthony. Coco.
Shut up.
Remember me.
Shut up. We listen, we had a promise we wouldn't bring up Coco again. We promised each other.
I have never had the same cry experience that I did the first time I saw Return of the King, and I still cry at it every time, but it's not the same. I'm not hyperventilating like I was the first time. Would you call me, motherfucker?
You heard me.
No, I didn't because I was talking, and like Steph, I can't hear you when I'm talking.
I did think about Lord of the Rings as kind of like one worth mentioning, for the spectacle that it is. Like that movie is immense and immersive, in a way that like not a lot of films ever achieve. And only did it those 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't think
they didn't make any other ones.
Lord of the Rings movie.
Oh, yeah. You've what now?
You what now?
I don't think I've seen a single one.
You've never watched any of them.
I've only seen The
7
Hobbit.
seasons of Game of Thrones. Fucking watch Lord of the Rings, man.
You watch 1,000 hours of that incest bullshit, but you've never watched Lord of the Rings? Listen, I'm not that big of a Lord of the Rings fan, but I'm upset about this. What the fuck? Where were you in 2002?
Not watching fucking Lord of the Rings. I was at home playing video games because I'm very cool.
Bullshit. All right, so Steph's never watched Star Wars and Jordan's never watched Lord of the Rings. These are weird. I mean, clearly we have to fix this, but
I think they're gone way too past at this point.
We're gonna. All right, the watch party this weekend has been rescheduled. It's time to do. We'll do Lord of the Rings.
Look, we could make it a monthly watch party thing. You know, we could have different genres or topics like month to month.
Yeah, monthly movie club.
Yeah.
Here's Leland's 4-hour epic. Buckle in, y'all.
I will watch it.
Yeah, I know we can get you to watch it because now we're making it a bit. And that commits you to it. Beck, I love that. LoRC, let's make the channel. Let's make that happen. But you guys actually, just to do a little
we have LoRC you at the movies. We have that already.
Oh, is that what it all says?
It's just LoRC at the movies,
that, dude.
Yeah, it's not LoRSEE though,
because that doesn't make sense.
What do you? Of course, it makes sense.
League of Ridiculous C.
It's a play on the name. You fuck. Anyway, you guys are watching Velma this weekend.
That's the plan.
That's what's happening.
Oh, yep.
You're collectively hate watch Velma.
Yes, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be a magical time.
I mean, did you already watch it and hate it? Why would you do it again?
He wants to spread the hate.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I did finish the entire season.
Yeah, that's to
say. I will say
you did. Yeah,
I will say out of the 8 episodes, yes, out of the 8 episodes, I did laugh once.
Well, good. Once.
Enjoy that, everybody who's doing that. When is that happening? That's been a channel I haven't been able to keep up on.
So this is happening this Saturday. We haven't nailed down the time yet, but personally, I'm leaning more towards like a because since it's 8 episodes, around 30 minutes each. I doubt we'll get through them all in one sitting.
Okay, I was gonna say you're gonna like hate watch the whole season together.
I would say we.
I say you'll make it to 4.
It start at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just go from there.
You go until you quit.
We'll figure out a better time in Discord.
All right, you hear that? Anybody who's not in the Discord and wants to a free watch of Velma, then get up on that Discord, baby. And you too can complain about this bullshittery.
Look, there's already going to be a season 2.
Yeah, but that was pretty likely since that's like Leland has explained. Like that's kind of how animation works.
Animation always does 2 seasons. It's the 3 and 4 that they're lucky to get.
Yeah, like I'm not entirely surprised it got a season 2, because like it wasn't hated. It like, as far as I know, nobody likes it, but it didn't do a thing that is like cancelable, where HBO would just like bury the like whatever work they've already paid for.
Oh, mind you,
people just don't like it.
There are people who do like it.
Sure, I mean, yeah.
Everyone has their own taste. Personally, I don't think it's good. So,
McCorm says everything was cancelable. I know like almost nothing.
I mean, it's a shame they canceled that Scooby-Doo movie because apparently it was supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Which
animated one? It was they when Batgirl got canceled, they also canceled a Scooby-Doo movie that was 95% completed.
What?
Like Paul Dini wrote on it. Like it was a Scooby-Doo Halloween themed movie. And
yeah,
and they're saying it may never see the light of day now. And you're just like,
it's like a sequel to Scoob, right?
I think it was like some sort of like sequel to it, maybe.
Was that great?
That was fine.
But it's just disappointing because you're like, all right, you canceled that one, but yet like Corm says Velma still went.
Yeah, that's
look, they're not asking us.
It's true.
Clearly.
So
I'm gonna open these jelly tots while we ease our way in towards somewhere near the end of this. I really thought Steph was gonna show up by now.
No. She is not making it.
Well, we finally have an episode called Steph Ain't Here.
I thought I already had one called that.
I don't think so. We've had Anthony
the
Ain't
first
Here.
Six. The first
Leland
6 episodes.
Yeah, that's all of them. We haven't had a Jordan Ain't Here because Jordan has to be here. There's no podcast if Jordan ain't here. But I don't think we've had like, I mean, we may have done an episode without her, but we've never done it's never been titled Steph Ain't Here.
That might, yeah. A lot of times, yeah. Sometimes she just show up. She shows up late, and then
she usually just shows up late. Yeah.
Jackie's
right. So I'm having these like jelly tots. They're just gumdrops. There's like they taste just regular
like dots.
Although they're tiny, not dots. Like actual like Brock's gumdrops with all the like the sugar packed into its exoskeleton.
Yeah. But it's not the weird minty ones, right?
I just had the green one. Didn't taste like mint. So I'm not I'm on a whole new playing field. I don't know up from down now.
All right. Well,
I don't know what to expect. I'll let you know when something happens. They all kind of taste the same actually, now that I'm on my third one. I'll just generically sugar sweet. Leland, what you doing?
Waiting for you guys to stop.
All right, Jordan, let's stop. Let's see what Leland's been saying.
We don't get to all enjoy the food, so it's just kind of, that's all.
I'm sorry.
He does have a point there, yeah.
All of it for you?
No, I'm just saying that you've never just straight up did your own. You talk while I eat.
That's why I'm just like doing random commentary.
It's just like all right.
I'm filling in the quiet times with here's something that's happening.
Well, I always think if we get to the point in the show where you have to fill quiet times, it's time to start wrapping it up.
Oh, then this would have been a 15-minute episode.
Damn, so mean. So mean.
Okay. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, it's been a weird one.
We went on vacation together. We did 300 episodes. I think our friendship is done.
That's it. 301 : the end.
Without Steph here, there's no one to bounce off weird ideas.
If you've enjoyed this meandering episode,
we had a roaring conversation about free gas.
I mean, the Carco Road is probably the highlight. If you've enjoyed this muddling podcast, then feel free to be following us on our social medias. We are on the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find us by searching the League of Ridiculous Conversations or at LoRC Podcasts. If you have gotten this far and want more, then you can always be subscribed to the podcast and listen to every episode on all the podcast places. We release every Monday an episode.
Jackie, thank you so much for cheering for 100 bits.
Yay! If you would like to be a part of this community, the LORC community, then we strongly encourage you join the Discord. If you've been a part of chat or have seen it streaming and you love those fantastic people there in the chat land, they are the keystones that hold the archway of this whole fucking thing together. You'll find all of them in the Discord in any of our variety of different subjects. My favorite is the wrestling and the dice goblins. Not to be confused with the table goblins. I know my place, and it's not there. But a very active community full of some of the best human beings I think that exist on this earth. And we are here on Twitch 3 times a week, Tuesdays. Today, the podcast day. Thursday is Co-op Thursday with Jordan and Absent Steph, where they have been tearing through Darksiders Genesis.
Yes. It's fun.
How's that been going?
It's a real good time. So some parts, it's like the platforming is weird because of the isometric camera, but it's been fun otherwise. Just sometimes like we wish we could just turn the camera just a little bit so we have like a slightly different perspective, but it is what it is. So it's still fun though.
Like I feel those games are my jam, but I've never like played. I think I played the first Darksiders a little somewhere else. I've never owned any of them. But
they go on sale regularly on PlayStation. Just get the War Mastered Edition for Darksiders 1, the Definitive Edition for Darksiders 2.
I get it.
Yeah. And then you could skip 3. Well, it's a perfectly fun game, but it's in a much different style of game. It's a more of a Souls-like compared to the first 2 games. So there's a like a difficulty spike from between 1 and 2 and then 3.
And I'm not a fan of the Souls because I ate shit hard in Bloodborne.
It's just a different way of thinking.
Took me 40 minutes to get 5 minutes into the game. And I fucking quit.
Yep.
Watch my videos on it. I show you how I get through it.
If I'm gonna watch your videos, I'm never gonna play it. I have stated once I get through the story, that's it. My interest in the game drastically drops. I've never 100%ed any game ever, except Super Mario Brothers. That's it. It's the only game I've 100%ed. Are they good Switch games? You think?
What? Oh, the Darksiders? Yes, the Darksiders. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I envision. That kind of like game that I would want on a Switch. Something that is relatively like easy-ish, like not a lot of like concentration, just a lot of smash 'em ups.
Yeah.
And like cool aesthetic.
Like Darksiders 1 is more Zelda than anything. It's just it's Zelda with the Darksiders look and feel. Darksiders 2.
I'm a big fan of the art direction on that. He's a artist that I've been a big fan of.
Yeah, and Darksiders 2 is more like it's more like a looter. Because you have like different gears and stuff that you can get as you progress through the game.
I've never heard that term.
Like a looter shooter, like your Destiny or your the Division.
Yeah, I've never heard of that term before.
Or Borderlands.
These are the kind of things you'll learn if you're watching the co-op stream or Jordan's own stream. But if you want more video games, then on Sunday, the community gets together, everybody, to play large multiplayer games, either against each other or with each other. It all depends on the day and the vibe.
Yeah.
Jordan, if they want more video game education, where do they find you?
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear and on twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. I stream Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'm playing Dead Space Remake. It's a lot of fun. If you're into that, come hang out. If not, so it's all good. Enjoy your Friday. Leland, Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on the internet at Leland Pierce Art on Instagram, and I do art. Anthony?
And if you'd like to find Steph out there, she's worth it. At Stephanoids, at STEPHUHNOIDS.
She posts shit.
She posts shit. And if you want me to be your Valentine, you can find me at Spooky the 13th at Instagram and the Twitter. So until next week, I'm Anthony, and in alphabetical order we are.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Leland.
And I'm Steph. It's like she's here, guys. It's like she's actually here. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.